I used to have a mentor who said, attitude is everything. When he came onto a stage, he would carry a little suitcase, and that is what it would say. Attitude is everything. And I love that. And it really stuck with me that when we think about our attitude, it affects everything else. So that's what we're talking about today on this video. So hi, I'm Lucy, and I'm a holistic peak performance coach. Attitudes, beliefs, gratitude all come under one heading. But if we're just going to take one part of that, and that's attitude, how can you be creating something that's different by your attitude? Because your mind affects everything else. It's going to affect how you feel. How you feel affects how you think and what you say and the actions you take. And it's a cycle. So when you think of your attitude, do you feel that it's a positive or do you feel that it's a negative? When you look at people in your life, can you say, that person's got a really positive attitude? They'll always put a positive slant on it. And when you look at somebody else, you go, oh, that person always seems to be finding the challenge with something. They always seem to be finding the negative side of it. They never look at the positive side. And they can be worlds apart, and they're looking at exactly the same thing in the middle. So one is only looking at the positive, one is only looking at the negative. Now, you might think there's going to be a balance there. There are some perhaps things that is right about the negative and some things that you think, yeah, absolutely. Here's the thing. With your attitude, if you're focusing more on the positive, you are going to vibrate more at that positive level. And our body gives off vibrational frequencies and energies. Everything is energy. And so if you're vibrating a higher level, a higher energy, a more positive energy, you're going to bring that back to you. One of the ways that you can do this and think, okay, well, I want to have something that's a vision. And some people will work with a vision board and put loads of stuff on it. And it's absolutely chock-a-block with lots of pictures and words and it's kind of chaos. And I've done one and I've really brought it back down to what are my 4 or 5 things that I would love to have, that I would love to be, that I would love to do. And that's how I brought my vision board. It's right back down just to 5 or 6 things. You might want to do between 4 and 6. And it's very easy to do. You don't have to go, oh, I've got to buy all those magazines and cut the pictures out and all of that sort of stuff. You don't need to do that. You can go on somewhere. These days, it's so easy. You can go on somewhere like Pinterest. You can go on somewhere like Canva, and you can pull down pictures, type in, if it's you want to move somewhere. Where's the country you want to move to? And so you can pull in a picture of that country. If it's something you want to do, say it's you want to be able to climb a certain mountain, you can bring in a picture of that mountain. If it's something the way you want to become, you want to develop, you can just bring in the words personal development and what that means to you and have a picture, an image of the feeling that that gives you when you look at that. So if you're going to make a vision board to help with your attitude and to see your vision, so if you've got that on the wall, I'm looking behind at my wall here, if you've got that on your wall and you can see that every day and you think, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, that's why I'm working so hard, that's why I'm talking to so many people, that is the thing that's going to keep and help to keep you going, and it's going to lift your attitude, it's going to lift that vibration. So the next thing I would say is being grateful for what you have already. And I was talking about this to a client the other day, and she was saying, I don't want to particularly dwell on what I haven't got yet, but I know where I want to get to, but I don't want to think too big because that doesn't seem realistic. But there is a balance there, and it's to be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for where you are, but it doesn't mean that you're necessarily satisfied with where you are. You're grateful for having come as far as you have and to have got as much as you have and to have the people in your life and a roof over your head and all of those things. You're grateful for that. However, you know that there's more. So there's two things there. There's the balance of gratitude for where you're at now and what you've got, and there is the vision, and having that vision up there. And that vision board is also going to help, right, with this, to be able to go, and that's where I'm going. That's where I've set my GPS. That is the journey I'm on. Fantastic that I'm here. Well done, me. So the other thing, apart from having a vision board to know where you're going, is also to go, sometimes people will talk about, well, don't look back. Don't keep looking in the rear view mirror. Here's the one thing I would say you can look in the rear view mirror for, and I don't think we do it often enough to help us to propel ourselves forward, is to look in the rear view mirror, not at the stuff that went by that you didn't like or wasn't serving you, but the stuff that you did that at the time you were just like, yes, yes, I've got that thing. And I have made it to that new level. And I have made it to that new pay rise. And I have made it to that new job. Those things you can put on a board, a different kind of board, and it might just be words, but it might be pictures as well. And that's an accomplishment board. And so your accomplishment board, you can look at, this is kind of the looking back in the past bit, and you can go, I did all of those things. And that's how come I got to where I am. But look at where I was before I got that. Because sometimes we can forget how far we've come, how much we've achieved, all the stuff we've been through, to have the gratitude for where we are today to help propel us to the vision of our future. So that's it from me. There'll be another video coming up on screen. You can connect with me down below in the description box. You can go onto my website. You can book a call, just an inquiry call, to find out some more about how I work. But this stuff is so important to help to move you forward in the direction of your goals, in the direction of your dreams. And when you have somebody there as a guide, as a support, a coach, a mentor, this is going to help you transform not only your outside world, but also your inside world. And when I say that, I mean, you then have the tools to use to do the same thing elsewhere in your life, but you also start to think differently. And that's where the magic really, really happens over and over and over again. And you grow personally, and boom, your life really does begin to change. So I'll see you on the next video, and take care. Have an awesome day. Bye for now.